What's up, guys? Back for another video. In this video I'll be taking a look at a case for the Microsoft Surface Pro 4, and the case is a brand called UAG. They've been making cases now for a while now, so they're not a new company, but they did make a case for the Microsoft Surface Pro 4. And also, if you'd like to see a review on the Surface Pro 4, there will be a link in the description below. Or there should be an eye icon in the top right hand corner of this video if you want to check out the Microsoft Surface Pro 4 review. But here's the case right here. It is a UAG case. And what I can say about the case is it does add a pretty amount of thickness to the Surface itself, and this thing weighs probably about 3 or 4 pounds with the actual case on here, so it does give it a little bit extra weight. But the nice thing about this thing is, I don't know if you can see it, it is a very rugged case. As I'm hitting it, it is very sturdy, so if I was going to drop the Surface with this case on it, I would feel very protected, because as you know, Surface Pros are very expensive devices. Also, this case is pretty expensive at around $69, but then again, like I said, this thing is a very rugged case, and you know that your Surface is going to be protected with this case. And of course, it does have its own kickstand. I will say the kickstand is kind of clunky to get it into your desired position you want to put the kickstand in, but what I can say is it is made out of this very strong metal material. It is very strong, and you don't have to worry about the kickstand on the back breaking off or whatnot. So if you're a person or you give this to a kid, you don't have to worry about them accidentally snapping the kickstand off. And on the back of it, it does have a pretty good design on the case. It has 4 screws on each of the corners. Just makes it a little bit more cooler, especially if you're a rugged type of person. And it has cutouts for each port. It has a cutout for the back camera. It also has a heat ventilation right there, so all the little heat, so the heat could actually come out of the Surface right there. Those are opened up. Also, it does have protections over your power button and your rocker switch right there. Also, on the side, there's more heat ventilation right there to protect it. And your 3.5mm headphone jack is recessed pretty far in there, so you don't have to worry about something breaking it or getting inside of it if you're trying to put it in a bag or whatnot. And all your ports are accessed. The one downside to this case, I guess, would have to be that the ports don't have a cover over it, so dust could get into the ports if you are in a rugged environment or some kind of environment that's dusty. These ports could get dust into them, but they're all unprotected right here, so you can actually access them. But that's really my only gripe with this case. I wish that they would have put port protectors, because I mean, this thing is a rugged case after all, so why wouldn't they want to go the extra step to put protectors over your ports? Also, there is a port at the top that does hold your Microsoft Surface Pen right here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put it in place right here. So here it is right here in place. It just snaps on securely, and you can even toss this around and whatnot, and that thing is staying on there. It is not going to move whatsoever, so you do not have to worry about your pen actually coming off your Surface. Also, this thing does have an actual a little band over it, so if you put this in a bag, you don't have to worry about the keyboard case accidentally flipping up. If you have it upside up, if you have the case upside down, the keyboard case won't accidentally come off. That's what this little UAG thing is. You just put it over your you put it over the keyboard case, and it protects it so that when you tip it upside down, it won't come off, which is very nice. Overall, would I recommend this case? Most definitely would recommend this case for the Microsoft Surface Pro. It does add a little bit weight, but that's to be expected. It does make it a little bit more bulkier too, but that's also to be expected with the case. But since you're paying so much for the Surface, the Microsoft Surface, you really want to protect your investment, and this is the best money can buy for the Surface right now. So I would definitely recommend this case to anyone who has the Microsoft Surface. A very good $70. That will protect a grand and up, pretty much what you're paying for the services. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next review. I'm out, guys.